It's news time. Information is power. The current. The news headline. Buhari should negotiate with IPOB. Orders ex-Sokoto Governor Bafarawa. The news in full. The former governor of Sokoto State, Atahiru Bafarawa, has called on President Muhammadu Buhari to listen to the agitations of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and other aggrieved groups in the country. Bafarawa, who spoke in an interview with The Punch, said there was nothing wrong discussing with non-state actors that have posed security challenges in the country. He said, in the southeast, it is the indigenous people of Biafra, and in the south-south, it is the Niger Delta militant. The southwest has Oodua People's Congress. The right thing to do is for a listening leader to sit down with them, talk to them, and listen to them. The Southeast people are asking for their rights. They say they are being marginalized, and there is no doubt about that. They are Nigerians. The Niger Delta militants are also saying the same thing. The best thing to do is to listen to them and give them justice. Give them amnesty. They are human beings. They are like every other person and should be treated as such. The only thing that should be done is that justice must be given to everybody. Talking about the Niger Delta militants, it is better to sit down with them and discuss with them and introduce amnesty to them. If this is done, they will feel better because they are also human beings. Asked on his interview on the penchant for governors to retire to Senate at the end of their tenure, Bafarawa described such attitude as sheer greediness. Yes, why would you serve 8 years as a governor of a state and then you come again and take part of the state and say you are going to the National Assembly after serving for 8 years? Why don't you allow others to go to the National Assembly? As a former governor, the only thing you can look forward to is presidency. Anything less than that is an abuse of privilege. Out of 200 million people, you are one of the few chosen to become governor. And after 2 terms, you come back again and say you want to go to the Senate. What are you going to the Senate to do? As a former governor, ask somebody to go and represent the people there. Then you give the person your wisdom, he said. And this is Bafarawa, who happens to be an ex-Sokoto governor, talking about the secessionist agitators, especially those that are agitating from all parts of the ethnic group, the Oodua Republic, the indigenous people of Biafra, the Niger Delta militants, and the like, saying that what a good leader should do is to pay attention to them and give them a listening ear. Bafarawa spoke in an interview with The Punch, saying that there was nothing wrong at all if the non-state actors have a meeting with the president to discuss way forward, so that the feelings of being marginalized or any other feelings that they are having about the inconveniency of the nation to them can actually be discussed and a rational solution provided. Seeing that some of them have a feeling of being marginalized, and the good governance will actually pay attention to them and give amnesty to the Niger Delta militants, because most of the things that they are asking for is actually their right. Saying that if the government can also give the Niger Delta militants amnesty, it is a good thing. When he was also asked about those governors who used to go, who wishes or who has gone to the National Assembly yet again after spending 8 years, he described it as sheer greediness, say that all they just need to do is to give support to others, because out of 200 million people, it makes no sense for a governor, after serving 8 good years, to stoop solo again for the National Assembly, except it should be the presidency position. This man Kanu did. This is just a way of undermining the laws of the land, and indirectly they are saying that the government of the day can be easily influenced. This means somebody can commit any offense and then come to Buhari or any other government after this and seek forgiveness. The AYCF national president noted that Kanu is not remorseful of his actions, hence he may boast of being begged. He added that this man is not even remorseful indirectly, and it is like the government is begging him to continue with what he is doing, and it would go unpunished. The consequence is that if he allowed to go unpunished, we would end up having millions of Kanu rising, even if he decides not to go ahead with further actions. If he is allowed to go, Kanu, would come out boasting that he did not beg to be released. He is not remorseful, and there is nothing to show that he regrets his actions. And nobody can do such and get away with it. We are not in Banana Republic, for crying out loud. He maintained that the law should allow to take its full course in Kanu's matter. The law must take its full course, and I hope that it is not what I'm thinking, because nobody has done this kind of damage this man has done to the country. We have not recovered from the consequences of what he has done to this country, and yet we are still watching. If you allow him to go unpunished, the country should produce millions of him. With him alone, see the damage that he has done. But for us in the south, in the north, we would ensure he has no sympathizer. Nobody is saying that he should be dealt with without committing any crime. But if he is found wanting, then he should be made to face the consequences of the actions, since the matter is in court, he added. And these were the words of the Arewa Youth President, known as Sheitima, who happens to speak on behalf of the leadership of the Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, AYCF, warning the Federal Republic of Nigeria, led by President Muhammadu Buhari, to be very careful about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And this was because the stakeholders of the Southeast had paid a visit to the president to actually discuss how to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that was because of the the reactions of the IPOB in the Southeast, that has been seriously pathetic for quite a while now. Different kind of killings here and there, and there has been pleadings from the IPOB stakeholders, from the Southeast stakeholders to the IPOB, that they need to put a stop to their sit-at-home directive every now and then, and that they are going to be looking for a way to secure a political solution to what is actually going on in the Southeast, especially in terms of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was actually extradited from Kenya and still at the DSS facility awaiting trial. And as a result of keeping to their promise of looking for a political solution to this rising matter, the Igbo leaders had actually gone to meet President Muhammadu Buhari, led by, the team was led by the former minister and a parliamentarian, the first parliamentarian actually, and the governor of Anambra State, which they all included Chukwuemeka Ezeife, Godi Wazurike, Tagbo Amici, and also a Bishop Sunday Unoha of the Methodist Church, and even the former president of Igbo Sociocultural Group, Aka Ikenga, and like I said, Mbazulike Amici, who happens to be a former minister of aviation and the leader of the delegation, had actually appealed to President Muhammadu Buhari to see a political solution for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, saying that he is very sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would listen to him, due to the fact that he's a well-known and respectable person in the Southeast. However, Sheitima is still of the opinion that if Nnamdi Kanu is released without being punished, especially if found wanting, that this will give rise to many other Kanus, wanting to do the same thing. So far, they have the mindset that they would release in full time without any punishment, and saying that it seems that Kanu is not even, like, there's no evidence to show that he's remorseful, and if he should be released, then there is all possibility that he would come out and say he never begged anyone to be released, and saying that President Muhammadu Buhari needs to stay clear of this matter, like he has been doing, and allow the law to take its full course. Thanks for listening.